This is Mongolian Mindset, and today we're gonna be typing another dead person, Ozzy Osbourne. I'm gonna let these guys talk about him because I don't know much. You guys know we use Linda Berens Interaction Styles and Temperament combined with cognitive functions. I know he's got a lot of good songs from back in the day with was it Guitar Hero? But I don't know too
Well,
much
yeah,
about him.
some of his stuff would have been on there. Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
like I'll let
Did
Thomas
you
and
want to
Val
take
talk
it
about
there?
him.
Okay.
Well, Ozzy, he was the singer of Black Sabbath from the time they formed, I think in like 1968 until they kicked him out of the band in 1980 because for his erratic behavior and abusing drugs. But they all abused drugs. He was just a maniac and he abused a lot of drugs and acted crazy. So they parted ways in 1980. He had his solo career from then till basically his death. Yeah, he's lived his life to the fullest, probably more than almost anybody out there. He had his final show a few weeks ago, and then he died the other day, like five days ago, I think.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean he's revered in the the rock and roll and metal community as they call him the Prince of Darkness. He's considered one of the all time greats, and there'll never be another person like him, for sure. So.
Or another one who could take all them damn drugs.
Well, that too, but
Yeah. Yeah, I did hear at one point the guy took acid for a whole year just to see what would happen. That's like crazy. Like, wow, okay. Like
Hmm.
I think MGK I heard that from MGK and MGK said like he took it for like 2 weeks or some shit and he was like, hell no. They got Ozzy at personality dummy base as an ENFP. Guys, this one's gonna be actually pretty hard. I think this was gonna be not the typing, but like maybe figuring out his Enneagram might be hard. I don't know,
Hmm.
maybe because he's a druggie. Uh, so ENFP guys are forming, they're initiating their progression, movement, or journey focus. They're affiliative, they're emotive, they're abstract, they're TFI, and they're SINE. If he meets those measures, we'll call him ENFP guys. If he doesn't, we'll figure out his actual personality type. And guys, if you want more hands-on experience with us, you want to join our Discord and join our Demigod Dojo, where there's way more hands-on experience. You can get caught up to speed quite quickly. SINE. All right. And comment below what you think Ozzy is, a big druggie. So, yeah, whatever his personality type is, a big druggie.
Hell of a singer, though.
Sabbath. Ozzy Osbourne is known for his frenetic stage performances and his outlandish antics. It says here the word madman almost always precedes his name. Welcome, please, Madman Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy, thank you very much for being here. You don't look like a madman.
I can assure you I am.
You are a madman.
I'm gotta be mad, yeah.
Let's just get right to it. What I hear, that you bit the head.
Oh, don't. I want to bite the head of that monkey.
No, you didn't. You did.
No, I want to.
Oh, the smoking monkey. Oh,
Yeah, I want to smoke the monkey.
well, let's see. Here it is, the smoking monkey. That's the only one
Got
we
his
have.
skins.
No. But you actually, or you did, maybe you didn't actually bite.
Oh, well, it was a sheer accident, actually, because I get a lot of...
Well, wait a minute. Before you start explaining it, let's.
All right. What the fuck is he saying? That's just why when he was on MTV a couple years ago, I just couldn't watch it. What is he saying? Like, what is this guy saying?
said it was a shit accident, I think is what he said.
Yeah,
It sounds like
yeah.
he's
So
from,
it was a bit of an accident. Yeah,
Oh, a bit of an accident. Okay.
I don't even know what the fuck
yeah.
he's
I've heard the story. Like he thought he thought it was fake.
Thought it was a
Yeah,
rubber bat,
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
and someone threw it on
Tell him what you
stage.
That makes sense.
Bit the head off a bat. There, I said it.
It wasn't Batman, it was like a bat.
Uh-huh.
A real bat,
Okay, now you were about to explain that.
I was just about to explain it, yes. What actually happened was I get a lot of weird people at my concerts, like, it's kind of rock and roll, And somebody threw a bat on stage, and I thought it was one of these toy bats. So I picked it up, bite the thing's head off, and suddenly everybody's freaking out because it's a real bat. Because like on the stage set, like the bat goes like asleep when the lights go on it. So.
So it was, for all practical purposes, a toy bat.
Yeah, but I can assure you the rabies shots that I went through afterwards aren't fun.
No, they're painful, I understand.
Very painful.
Now, did you know immediately, not having bitten into it?
That I went through?
SI progression, I think.
Informative for sure. I
Yeah.
don't know what the fuck he's saying. Yeah.
Well, I've eaten some pretty rough chicken on the road, you know.
Now, but there are other accounts where you bit the head off was it a pigeon?
Well, it's my hobby, you know.
No, now, see, you're going to give these people the wrong, it's not really your hobby, is it?
Let's have a look at your neck.
No, hey. Now, explain that one.
Your neck?
No, the pigeon or the dove or whatever it was.
Well, I was kind of peckish when they had a CBS convention.
Uh-huh.
His iced tea is great. Excuse me.
Certainly, sir.
And
He's got shakes. You ever seen it? He's like shaking. Like he's like got shakes and shit, man.
there was a pigeon there, so I thought, well, nothing else, bite the pigeon. I mean, the pigeon didn't mind, man, because he had no choice, you know?
Yeah. You know,
Had no choice.
Ozzy,
There's not a lot you can...
No choice any.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
say about that.
I know let's just and this
Have a look at your neck
No,
again,
now
man.
stop that. And we don't want to spend all our time discussing you biting the heads off stuff, but now why would you want to do that exactly?
Well, people have put me down for doing this, you know, folks, you know, but...
Oh, I'm not putting you down. You want to do that, that's fine.
But you see, the thing is, Colonel Saunders, how many chickens do you think he put to death? He didn't bite the heads off, but everybody else did.
Yeah. Now,
No.
when
That is a weird fucking connection to make, bro.
Bro, that's like he's trying to justify his bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's the justification of his bullshit. Like, I mean,
Eating a chicken leg is a lot different than biting off a head.
yeah, but you know they make the shittiest connections to shit, and then wonder why people get mad at him.
Well, I think he's trolling, to be honest. He's just he's using any to troll.
Yeah.
When you have a concert, does this kind of behavior attract a peculiar group?
Don't tell me, please. We had one guy, for instance, I mean, you can
He's
imagine
trolling.
these guys. I'm going to an Ozzy Osbourne concert, and he goes at the house with an ox's head on his shoulder. And it's true. Goes to one of my concerts with an ox's head on his shoulder. And it's kind of weird, you know.
Yeah. Is this okay to be doing this stuff?
Well,
It's crazy this guy lived 40 years after this. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. I would, if I was a betting man, I'd look at that guy and be like, I don't think he's got 10 years left.
Let me ask you another question. Does it interfere with what you want to do musically?
oh no. It enhances it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what else? It's rock and roll, crazy world of rock and roll. You
But
know?
it seems very violent. Are you?
It's not violent. The only animal you'll see on stage now is Ozzy Osbourne, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got to. I mean, I've had every gig we go to now. It's like we get the Animal Society go. It's a federal thing to do kill. I don't kill anything on stage, apart from off myself after the night. You know?
Is I'm pondering this information. What kind of a kid were you? What?
Well, I wanted to be a brain surgeon originally.
You actually worked. You had some odd occupations as a younger
Oh yeah,
person.
my first musical job was working in a car horn factory.
Well, yeah, that's good.
And then I thought I discovered heavy metal, as they call it. You know? And that was better than car horns because it was louder.
Yeah. But before that, you worked at was it a funeral home?
I was a slaughterman, then I was worked in a crematorium. That was great fun, that was.
It's all very strange. I'm happy you're here. I know that recently there's been a professional and a personal tragedy in your life.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I'm surprised that you went ahead with your commitment to be here, and I appreciate that. And I know you wanted to take a minute here to explain.
All I can say is, in the last week, guys, people out there, I've lost two of the greatest people in my life. But it ain't going to stop me because I'm for rock and roll is for the people. And I love people, and that's what I'm about.
Fe.
Do you wanted to...
Untitled. Jesus.
Yeah, this dude fucking loves pushing fucking buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just I couldn't be around somebody like this. Just honestly.
Yeah, no, same.
Like,
Same.
Just not, nah.
I can admire them from afar, but like
I ain't admiring shit.
I'd have to take them in this kind of doses that you use with chemotherapy. You know what I mean?
Like, bruh, keep that motherfucker away from me.
To mention something about the circumstances
Obviously pragmatic. I'm
surrounding...
getting a lot of SI.
Yeah.
It's all under the investigation at the moment. I was asleep on the bus as usual. The plane hit the bus, everything went up, and so like I don't really want to talk about it at the moment.
Okay, I certainly understand that, but nonetheless, I appreciate you coming by here tonight. Now, the concert, the tour, momentarily suspended?
It's momentarily suspended, but I'm going to continue because Randy would have liked me to continue. So would Rachel. And I'm not going to stop because you can't call rock and roll.
Your seems.
Sounds very, yeah. His loyalty too.
And also your guitar player. So when will the tour be renewed?
We're going for April 1. And with God's luck, we'll do it, you know. But I'm going to get out there and do it. It's the best thing I can do, you know. Okay. It's the only thing I can do.
Well, again, my thanks for coming by, and you're an interesting person.
Very. Let's look at your neck again.
No, Ozzy. Ozzy Osbourne, folks. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got to be, Enneagram 4? Got to be, right? It's like, got to be.
Just music, to me, he'll always be the front man of one of the most important bands to ever take the stage, Black Sabbath. Ozzy, good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you, man.
Right on. Now, remember some years ago, we were all sitting at the table, and Bill Ward, your very great drummer, was all glum, talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We'll never be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. No one likes Black Sabbath. I'm like, oh, come on, Bill, cheer up. He's like, no. And so now that you got recognized by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, does that make you feel any which way at all?
Well, we'd be on the list, but we'd never get in. And I got so pissed off for being, we've been nominated. And first time you get all excited. Second time you.
What the fuck is he saying, bro?
Dude.
Bro, I don't know what buddy's saying here. How many, last time I was reading the translations, but that.
Dude, I swear to God, even fucking Joe Biden in his last fucking presidency is more coherent than this cunt.
Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, we joke around and say some metrics just jump out and slap you, but if you can't figure out that this guy's informative, I would just quit typing. Period.
Go, I wonder if we get in. Third time you go, they ain't never going to get us in. Fourth time, I just went, fuck off. Don't even put us, don't even.
I don't know what I got there, but I got progression and fuck off. So I got pragmatic, informative.
Even put us in the paper. But I since then, I realised that it was unfair of me to not tell them to stick it up their ass.
F-E,
because it's not just
FE, huh? Unfair.
Just me, it's two of the guys.
It's some pragmatic FE.
After, back in the day when Sabbath was, making, the early records, I'm sure you guys got some of the most incredible bad reviews known to man.
We never, ever got a good review.
Right.
And you know what? If we did, we didn't like it. Because we were a people's band. We didn't.
Well, yeah.
We didn't think some executives should say we're.
Well, you got bad reviews.
Pragmatic.
But every tour sold out, and because you're the people's band. I've known, been listening to you since I was 13. I'm 45 now, so it's been a while. So I kind of know you. But when the Osbourne show hit, all of a sudden, middle American moms know you. You're like a family item. When everyone kind of knew of you before, but now it's this. It was quite a phenomenon. I mean, and how did your life change?
TV is a completely different animal to what I'm used to, rock and roll.
Yeah.
It was just like being fired up in the air by the biggest cannon in the world. Saying what you said about middle America recognising me. I was in Boston, and this woman, this very conservative woman, stops. She goes, there's a lot of foul language on the show, so they think they've got to talk to me.
Yes, PC.
Yeah, I just said he just initiated a completely new topic.
I don't even know what the fuck going on.
He's talking about a woman in Boston he met.
But I don't know what the fuck.
It's just like
we're
having this. It's like, oh, let's go this way. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
But he's giving an SI anecdote right now. Is what he's doing.
Yeah.
I met this woman in Boston, and he's giving a story. Yeah.
So she goes, Ozzy fucking Osbourne. I go, yeah. She says, what are you doing in Boston? A show. I'm thinking she's fucking mad, you know. I go, I'm doing a show. And she goes, a show? What kind of a show? I'm thinking, is the fucking Twilight Zone or what? And she goes, oh, a rock and roll show. She goes, oh, you do that as well? And I go, what?
Yeah, see, that's the crossover. There's people who don't know about the music. There's a thing I wanted to ask you about, because you have firsthand knowledge. I've been to a lot of shows. I've played a lot of shows. Your shows, the audience reaction, it's a phenomenon in itself. I have never seen anything like that in my life. Usually when a band comes out and plays the first song, the crowd goes apeshit. And then they settle down and they kind of get into the thing.
This guy fucking ISTP.
Yeah. That's why I said it should be funny, because whenever you get these two types in a room together, it's fucking always going to be fucking, petrol and water.
Yeah.
Would you say
I think he has way too much. Yeah, ISTP for Henry Rollins.
Yeah, okay.
For the interviewer, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely picked that up. I'm like, yo, is this guy fucking ISTP? He's direct.
Yeah.
At your shows, they never lose that volume from the first song, where by the 10th song, you wonder if they're going to wear themselves out.
See, I have to get this feeling off the audience. It's kind of like the more they get into it, the more we get into it.
Yeah.
It's just giving them a good time. I mean, when we write a song, first of all, we write it for ourselves. That if you like it, that's a bonus. And so when you got an arena with 25,000 people who like that song, there ain't a feeling, there ain't no sex, drugs, or anything like that. When you have that buzz off the crowd, I mean, that's what keeps you going, you know. I wouldn't have all this crap on me if people didn't buy my tickets or my albums.
Yeah.
So I don't come from a wealthy background. I was fucking odd job man, you know. And I had a dream, and it came true, and more, you know. I mean, it's like one big show. And when I can't deliver, I'm pissed, man.
Yeah. Well, that being said, do you ever see yourself slowing down? Or could you ever see, the idea of retirement? I can't see you ever doing that.
People have asked me, I've tried retirement. But one thing I've learned about if you retire, you've got to have something to retire to.
Yeah.
If you want to paint, bicycle ride.
Definitely progression, right? Gotta have something to retire to. Can't just sit still. Gotta have some
He's
movement.
right, though.
Gotta have some movement.
Whatever. You've got to have some, because my father retired. He said, I've always wanted to dig the garden. He dug the garden and died. You know, I mean, I think it's what keeps...
They say to retire is to expire, so...
keeps us going, you know. I should be dead 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I just get up and carry on, you know.
At this point, looking back after what you've been through, which has been a lot, do you consider yourself a survivor?
I think I'm living on borrowed time because, I
I'm
I
either.
think every ENTP says that shit, boy. I think I'm living on borrowed time. Come on.
The luckiest man that walks the earth. Or I've always said that when I go, it's going to be something stupid. Like I'm going to trip up and break my neck on a mat on the floor or something.
I remember, in the 80s, you'd see these reports about you.
Oh,
Yeah, and you're
I'm
like,
saying,
damn, I hope he survives himself.
I mean, I was on a. I mean, the one tour that I thought I'll never forget was the Motley Crue tour. I mean, every night something was going on. I mean, somebody was. I remember going to New Orleans, and it was mayhem, fights and everything, man. And I wake up and I wake up. Where am I? I don't know where I am. So I'm feeling around
Yeah,
a dog.
this guy,
Yeah,
if I was interviewing him, he would be worse than like listening to like some of the most abstract
I was
informative types. I don't
I
want
was
to talk
literally going to
news.
say, man, I think we should probably find another interview because I don't want people in the chat being like, oh well, you're saying this, but maybe it's just because he's discombobulated and stuff like that. Maybe you get something much earlier.
I mean, bro, there ain't much on this guy. I mean,
Yeah, that is true, but yeah, there must be something earlier than that. Like
we could try this one.
a lot of things for me could have just been.
Some
drug
guy
fuck.
went at one gig on the last tour, threw a bat on stage, and every night we do a gig, you get all these crazy people that come and throw this junk on stage, and I thought it was one of these rubber bats. I picked it up, it was a real bat.
Was it alive?
Well, it was till I bit the head of it,
Yes. The next thing we want to get out of the way.
You can't say nothing about that now, can you?
Well, sure, you can say anything you want.
I mean, the taste of bat.
I mean, it's pretty damn clear this guy's informing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying even in the way, like he wouldn't just say yes. He had to explain it in like a fucking innuendo. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like it was after I bit its head off. Like, yeah, okay, you could have just said yes.
Yeah, I mean, now somebody's got to play Blue's Clues.
It's very salty.
But I think part of it's like the British humor, though. Like that.
Oh, SI.
It tastes like anything else?
Well, yes, but I can't really say that on the air, can I? Really?
No. Next, we want to see your tattoos because we've heard you have the most incredible tattoos. Can you show them to us?
Art here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's great, don't you think? Tattooed by the bat.
And do you have any others?
Many more. I'm covered in them.
But, so let's see that one again.
That's my mother-in-law.
Ozzy, your reputation is that of a wild man.
Oh my God.
We want to know how that started.
If I can try and explain this situation in one...
He looks like he's on something at the
I
moment.
don't know.
Well, he looks like he's a fucking zombie, dude. And this is 1982. Guy looks like he's tired. I don't know what the hell is going on, bro. If you're an ENTP in your life like this, bro, Lord have mercy, boy.
Well, I think he really has his wife to thank. I think for kind of like managing a lot of things. I'd be interested in what her type is. But yeah, I think she's definitely helped him a ton in many ways. Because he was so just out of control.
Like,
he's wholly responsible for him living for 40 plus years after this interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She carried him.
It's like, I think there's a wild man in everybody, It's
Especially,
like, all I am is a conductor of mayhem.
ago.
I like to see people get off in a good way. I like to give myself to people as Ozzy. Ozzy is a sometimes very unhappy person because of one side of it in my life. It's like constant work and the understanding that people know me and like what I do. A lot of people do. I'm very privileged in that respect. But there's a side of me that wants to say, hey, I want to go fishing in a lake. I want to go whatever I want to do. I want to do everything what everybody else does. But because of what I am, because of who I am, I said to you earlier on before we came on the air, I'm a split personality. Ozzy Osbourne and John Osbourne is two different people. John Osbourne is talking to you now, but if you want to be Ozzy Osbourne, it's like takes over, you know. It kind of, to be Ozzy 24 hours a day is kind of heavy, you know. It's like people expect you to like bite the heads off things every day they see you. They pull phase at you when they recognise you in the street, and it ain't kind of fun, you know. Because like me and my wife Sharon go out to dinner sometimes, and people recognise us in the restaurant there. Like, what's he eating, that duck? He probably bit the head off it, you know. And it's kind of, so what, you know? I mean, do you know why I do what I do? The reason why I do what I do is because it's what everybody wants to do, but they ain't got the guts.
It's what everybody wants to do,
To. And all I am is honest. I mean, okay, take it for instance. They put me, every gig I do, I get put down for biting the head off this and all this and cruelty to animals. I don't do all that junk. I nearly said shit then, but I don't do all that. I don't do it, but people elaborate on Ozzy Osbourne. People are my best publicists because they phone the next gig and they say, Ozzy come in, he blew the head off 5 sheep and cut the ankles off 5 cows and whatever, you know. It's like people elaborate, and Ozzy Osbourne has been created through them, not through me.
The mass is created through them, not from me. While INTJs will create the mask for themselves, right? Other people create the mask for ENTPs to wear. Funny enough, like Hitler wore the mask of people's anger and distaste and whatever they were going through after World War I. So he became their channeling. That's why I said it's very scary when the ENTP gets up there and they start channeling other people's hatred. They become it, and they become fucking. You got to put them down like a dog.
Say, Ozzy come in, he blew the head off 5 sheep and cut the ankles off 5 cows and whatever, you know. It's like people elaborate, and Ozzy Osbourne has been created through them, not through me. All I did was get out there and make a mistake of biting the head off a bat. And I tell you what, guys, it ain't fun when you get them rabies shots. Them shots hurt, man. You know, it's like heavy duty, man. It's like, I had 24 shots of rabies vaccine, and it's not fun.
You're not going to bite any more bats?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Are you protected now? From
yeah. My wife bit me this morning. I'm still...
Are you calling your wife a bad Ozzy?
No, she's beautiful. My wife is the best. My wife, Shazzy's the best. I love her to death.
That's nice to hear. You said that you have a split personality. You have the wild Ozzy Osbourne and the John Osbourne who likes to go fishing. How do you psych yourself up to be Ozzy, and how do you unwind to be John?
With great difficulty, actually. I mean, it's kind of difficult for me to sit here and answer these questions when I'm in myself, you know. It's kind of like saying, people say, hey man, it's Ozzy. You know, it's like, you got to go instantly. You got to go, I'm Ozzy, man. It's like, I'm happening, you know. I'm on. I never...
See, he's what people want, you know. It's sad, you know, he's what people want, you know.
He just wants to give people what they want.
I'll never...
That's what my brother told me a couple months ago. He's like, man, I'm just whatever people want now, and I'm playing the villain role. Whatever they want as a villain, I'm playing it. And I'm like, this guy's in the SGD mode.
Turn these guys down. They can come, and they can come. But all I say to myself is, surely to God, they respect me as a person as well as an artist, you know.
You've had some tough times, Ozzy. You were open enough to talk about it, and I think our fans would love to hear your comeback, as it were, from the road of what you talked about, drugs and booze.
I took a lot of drugs. I still drink booze. Not to the point, I mean, I have the ability to say enough, whereas a lot of these poor, unfortunate people say no. I took drugs like it was going out of fashion. But you know, one day I said to myself, hey man, that's a false existence, you know. Taking dope is a doper's attitude. It's like a freak. I'm not a freak. I've got a talent, a God-given talent, you know, to give to people. What I want to spoil it for by taking drugs? Drugs is for fools, man.
And so you were able to get off them?
Sure, I mean, it's like, it's whatever you want to do. If you want to go, it's like, I mean, I had a drink problem at one time. I was drinking tons of alcohol every day. I went to a doctor, and the doctor said to me, he said, "Hey man, how bad do you want to get off the drink?" I just stopped and I said to myself, I don't know, you know. Until you say to yourself, I want to kick it, you know. That's the only time you'll kick it.
Who do you think has influenced your stage shows the most?
Me?
Where did you get your ideas from? From working in a mortuary when you were 15?
Adolf Hitler.
What do you mean by that, Ozzy?
Not for...
The fuck? Because it was the anti-piece of Hitler.
A charisma in a bad way.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow. So crazy when people like drop like people that like they admire. I always say that like if you see somebody post a lot of a certain person or a certain type or a certain thing, usually tell you who they are. Like if you got a friend who consistently posts NBA YoungBoy, probably ISFP.
I kind of admired him. He was a freak, he was a lunatic. But he had something about him, you know. I know it was all bad what he did. It was terrible what that guy did. He killed all these people and whatever. But it was like, he had something about him, you know. And I admired him, not for what he was, but for people. And I suddenly stopped and said, hey man, if somebody put that in the positive way, for the good of mankind, and that's all I mean, whatever anybody says about me, I may be the biggest lunatic that you've ever met in your life, guys. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here for people. I'm here for enjoyment. I'm here for giving people my life, my soul, my everything.
Would that be the one message that you would want your fans to come away with?
I mean, it's like life is an experience.
Life is an experience.
I don't know. I mean, people often ask me these questions, and I don't know. I really don't know how to answer these questions because I'm here. It's happening to me. I mean, people ask me a question, I say the answer. But is it the right answer? Because I don't know, you know. I mean, it's like I'm here doing a gig, I'm doing a job. If I was sweeping the roads, that would be my gig. I would be doing my gig, you know. But I'm here. I'm fortunate. I'm very lucky. I don't let it take over me. I try not to let it take over me, although sometimes it does, because I think my best defense. I'm not a fighter. My best defense is my ego, because I don't need you, man. I can walk to the bank any day of the week, you know. And that's the only time I ever use my ego. I hate the word ego. I hate the whole deal of ego. I hate the whole thing about this business. The fact is that I am here. I am still fortunate enough that people are still wanting to hear my music. And that's a God-given gift which no one can take away from me apart from a shotgun or something, you know, or a die or something.
Because right now the record industry is down, it's hurting. Even with that, you sell like crazy. Can you account for that, or how can you account for that?
I don't know, you know, I mean, it's like, you walk down the road, you think, the way it happens, I don't play an instrument. I don't play an instrument, I don't know what key I'm singing, I don't know anything. I just have this ability to be fortunate to be in the right situation at the right time for something to happen to me. From the beginning, that was. Now I walk down, it's like I think, bubble gum, bubble, you know, and it's like it comes out my head, you know. I don't know where it comes from. I mean, people say, hey man, you're the Prince of Darkness and you worship Christ and the devil backwards and all this. I don't even think about it. I just get on with it, you know. But you know, in the United States of America,
I know his flow kind of reminds me of Paul McCartney a little bit. Are you picking it up, PC? Kind of like Paul McCartney, but like not like that kind of like fucked up, but like the way he's talking kind of reminds me of Paul McCartney.
For instance, when you suddenly become a success, there are a minority of the people that suddenly start to think, hey, this guy has got to be singing backwards. So they play the record backwards. And they say, what? And they say to me, I'm into Scientology, man. Do you know what your record sounds like backwards? I go, no, it probably sounds like... You know, and that's what they want to do, you know. I don't understand these freaks. They're all bananas, you know. Why don't people say, hey, I like the tune, man. I'll stamp my foot and get off on it, you know.
If you weren't a rock and roll star, what would you be?
A burglar.
What would you burglarize?
Ladies' underpants.
What kind of music
God.
do you listen to when you're home?
Silence.
No music, no favorite artists, no albums?
Because I find that if I listen to music, I find that it has an influence on what I'm going to write, you know. I write totally out of my head.
Will your stage shows continue to get wilder, or have they gone as far as they can go?
Nah, I'm going to get an
pretty
atom bomb in
abstract.
the next show, you know.
You're going to do what?
An atom bomb. An atomic nuclear device.
Oh, and you're going to explode that in your next show?
Nah.
Aside from
Atom bomb.
recording and performing, what do you like doing best?
Sex.
What other hobbies do you have?
Sex.
Okay. Why did you shave your head, Ozzy?
I was kind of bored, you know. I thought, well, what can I do today, you know?
I was kind of bored. Any done with that board. I was kind of
What other
bored.
hobbies do you have?
Sex.
Okay. Why did you shave your head, Ozzy?
I was kind of bored, you know. I thought, well, what can I do today, you know? I was bored of saying to the traffic warden, hey, don't book me. Shave. No, I just thought, seriously, I thought, shave your head. And you know what?
No. What?
I guess you didn't know. Last night at the gig, there's a lot of kids in the audience with shaved heads. Look what I'm doing to the United States of America, man. I'm a public threat.
You're putting all the barbers out of business.
What
What?
you mean put them out of business? I'm giving them trade, man. I'm getting concessions. All the barbers in New York are getting money off me, man. All these long-haired guys are going there. Cut my hair. I want to look like Ozzy, man. Hit me with a hammer.
What a clown.
Are you planning
Wow.
to do any
He's just
videos?
being a comedian, man, at this point. Like, he's just being a comedian. All right, guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, ENTP, guys. Ozzy Osbourne. The top part here is Enneagram. I think he's most likely a fucking 4.
Yeah.
Um,
Four
yeah,
wings. I don't know.
four, you think 4 wing 5?
I guess. Yeah. Probably.
CC.
Yeah, C2 for sure.
C. Yeah. CC. Yeah.
Yeah, it way
below
too much on creative shit.
And below average.
Below
Below average.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I mean, he's lucky
Dude.
that he's so talented in his EE and shit, and he can
Darren
get that
carried
fucking
him.
shit done. That but most people ain't gonna be able to do that.
Yeah,
Most people ain't gonna be able to do that.
he seems to
And
be
carried
one
him.
of the he seems to be one of the ENTPs that seems to be more in their child and trickster, which is completely like the opposite. Let's say of someone like Andrew Tate, which is more in his fucking like
Critic.
his parent and critic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, which is I don't know. I would say that fucking Ozzy's more value to society than that, but usually you'd want people to start getting involved with their parent and critic though.
I
Yeah.
mean, whatever works, bro. I mean, it worked for him, but I would just say it's not a reproducible formula. That's what I would say. It's not a reproducible
Oh,
formula.
no.
You got to be really special to be able to pull what he did off. As for Enneagram, what are we thinking? Sexual, self-preservation, and social. I'm thinking got to be sexual.
Probably.
I already put it.
And social.
Probably
Yeah.
sexual than social.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, that dude's way too fucking out there, bro.
Yeah, sexual than social. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't understand a damn word the guy said. I just, I would have a very hard time being around somebody like that. Just saying. Just
Oh yeah, 100%.
too much chaos, too much like I don't know, man. First of all, I don't even know what he said. I'd be yelling at him all day, like, bro, what the fuck are you saying? Okay. But yeah, man, I mean, rest in peace. I think he was what, 76 or something like that. So
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
quite a bit, especially for like the amount of drugs he consumed. I don't think a lot of people, if you consume that amount of drugs, you probably gonna check out of here very like maybe 40s, 50s, liver problems and shit like that. When it goes downhill and crash, and you're pretty much cooked. I kind of see that a lot at the hospital. See it quite a bit. A lot of people, and it can like the weird thing about the body is like you never know what your body can take. Like you may see Ozzy Osbourne do this shit for a lifetime, and then you do it for 2 months, and then your shit fucked up. So interesting to see that. I mean, and this just shows like you can still be successful without being developed. You can still be successful without being like overly developed, you know. But I just think it's not a reproducible form of.
No, not at all. He's kind of like a one-off. Yeah, there'll never be anyone like that again.
Yeah,
But
He pretty much he had to come out at the time that he did. Like I think there's like a certain window where that he had to actually be successful, doing what he did,
yeah,
and that window's passed at this point.
yeah.
Um,
But it
I think
also shows you about society, man. If you can put out a good enough product or something, like people don't give a fuck what you do. You know, it's like, and that's the crazy thing about society. Like if you can put up a good enough product or do whatever you do, man, they don't give a fuck what you is. You know.
yeah, I was gonna actually kind of work off what Thomas said before, where he was saying that like some ENTPs are almost like a conduit or a talisman for what the people want. And I think there's a lot of truth to that, especially when it comes to like demagogues like Hitler and stuff like that. But
Malcolm X,
um,
Tupac.
yeah, but it's a double-edged sword. It's a route to get to being notorious fast and successful. But when the Overton window shifts, you're going to be the one who gets crucified,
Well, I
not
think
the mob. So
I
yeah,
th-
you just got to be careful of that stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I think what they don't realize is that ENTP is like external validation, and a lot of times the way they do it is through FE. They really care about external validation more than people actually know. They really want to be accepted by people, but they're just so just off-putting that like it makes it kind of hard for them. Um, but they generally truly want to be accepted by people. It's just like man, it's just something about them, man. And I mean, maybe it's the accountability issue, maybe it's the spinning shit, you know, maybe it's all of that, man. But they usually get ostracized from the group quite quick. I mean, we see it all the time, even in our group. Like, you know, ENTP comes in, says do some shit, do this shit. Yeah, we get him the fuck out of here. You know.
well, I mean, even like he basically got kicked out of Black Sabbath. They all did drugs. It's just he was, ENTPs are just so fucking out of control at times that
Yeah.
he got kicked out. Like they pretty much epitomized rock and roll. They couldn't tolerate him.
I
You
mean, you
know.
can even go with Steve Jobs. You know, like,
Oh yeah, he got ousted from his own company.
it's like, bro, it's just too much, bro. It's just too
Yeah.
fucking much, and like you can't
Too
really say
much.
nothing to him. You can't really say
Yeah.
nothing to him. And the more fame and power they get, the harder it is to even deal with them.
Well,
Like
they get
it's
yeah,
unbearable.
their ego gets like out of control.
It's like Kanye West now. It's like it is literally unbearable. Like, bro, like what are you doing? Like, what type of life do you want? What type of future do you want? You say you do all this stuff for your family, but you making their life hell, and you don't even know it. They got to walk in the shoes. You don't. You know, they maybe you can handle it, but you know, you got to think about your kids too, man. And I guarantee you're gonna regret that shit. But yeah, I think a lot of times, even though they're future focused, they make so many blunders out here and so many bad moves that like it's almost like my joke, our running joke, abstract ESFP, abstract ESFP, because it's just making so many bad, careless moves out here. Um, it is what it is. But Ozzy Osbourne's interesting. Kind of sound like what was the guy named PC? Um, the guy
Paul,
who
Paul
did
Paul,
McCartney.
Oh,
Paul
you said
McCartney.
Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and one guy was like, Paul McCartney's not an ENTP. He's not an ENTP. I watched 1,000 interviews of Paul McCartney. Yeah,
he's normalizing, right? Paul
yeah, he
McCartney.
more
Hmm.
normalizing. Yeah, and
He's
probably
one. He's one.
MC.
He's almost like Leo DiCaprio, or like one of these like kind of like sneaky NTPs where.
Yeah, I think also he had a good family, man. He had a really good family,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and he talks about like, bruh, like I had a good family. Like I wouldn't trade that shit for nothing. You know, a lot of ENTPs be like having like these very hard, troubled lives, and then you know they kind of take on this like embodiment of that lifestyle that they've been through.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
Ozzy, I mean, he was from Birmingham, which he was very working class, in terms of his background.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. We're
all
out.
right.